Welcome into Rockford Rivets Baseball. Right now, my name is Scot Gladstone, and the final game of the broken up 4-game road trip. First 5-game road trip, 4-day road trip. 2 games against Kalamazoo last Saturday, 1 on Sunday against Kalamazoo at Homer Stryker Field. And then we had a day off, everybody did, in the Northwoods League, and now 2 more games against these Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. Last night it was a miserable game for the Rockford Rivets, to put it even lightly there. A 15-1 or a 14-1 loss, and they scored the first run, but 14 unanswered, and it was all Dock Spiders after it was Parker Bates who scored on a RBI double play ball by Jacob Vanderwall, and that's kind of the way it's gone for the Rockford Rivets this year. Let's take a look at the starting pitcher for the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders from West Chicago, Illinois. It is the 6-foot, 205-pound righty from Indiana Wesleyan University. 3-2 record overall, 1.71 ERA in 7 games started, 42 innings pitched, 28 strikeouts to 14 walks. His last time out against Lakeshore, he had himself a day. 7 innings pitched, no earned runs, and 4 hits allowed. Seemingly picked up the dub there. A 2-0 win. The Lakeshore Chinooks lost at the hands of this man. 8 days later, it's his turn again to take the mound. And he's going to do it against this batting order. Cade Bonnell leading us off, playing first. Ryan Cole second, Parker Bates third, O'Brien fourth, Vanderwall fifth, Kelly sixth, and the bottom 3 are Logan Michaels, Zach Segal, and Brennan Reback. First pitch coming to Bonnell. Swung on, high fly ball. Should be pretty easy for Kiambu Fentress out in center field, and it is for out number 1. Good. That's a good segue into the defensive alignment for the Dock Spiders today. Zach Taylor over at left field, Fentress in center, Ayers in right. Black, Wardwell, Arrow, and Zabowski make up the infield. And behind the plate is Duncan Hewitt, his first game back after a couple games off for the Dock Spiders. Ryan Cole now makes his way up. He showed bunt, pulled back, count goes 1-0. The worst outing of the year thus far for starting pitcher John Young has been against the Kenosha Kingfish through 5 innings. Against them, allowed 4 earned runs, 5 runs total. That one swung on. Going to be a difficult play over at short, and the throw across the field is late. So Wardwell trying to make that backhand stop, but it is enough for an infield single by Ryan Cole, and the Rivets are off to a hot start, as that is a rare thing that I've been able to say this year. Getting a hit in the first inning has even been a struggle for the Rivets this year, it seems, at least as of late. Now Parker Bates making his way up with Cole on first base. First pitch, swung on, fouled back, out of play. Count goes 0-1. Here's the 0-1. That one's going to be on the inside. Count's going to be all even now at 1-1. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure to put it on your schedule tomorrow night. It's a doubleheader against the Lakeshore Chinooks, who have been really good in this second half. Struggled yesterday versus Madison, but it should be a good one tomorrow. Good couple ones tomorrow. In the doubleheader, first game 5:05, and then on Friday we got Princess Night again against Lakeshore Chinooks, and Saturday Mystery Envelope Night. Be sure to catch that one. That one's a swing and a miss from Parker Bates. Count's going to go even at 2-2. 1 out, runner on first right now in the top of the first inning between the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders and the Rockford Rivets. Nobody across for either side. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, fouled back by Bates. John Young stands 6 foot 205 pounds. Like I mentioned, out of Indiana Wesleyan, West Chicago, one of the handful of Illinois natives on this roster. That one's going to be swung on shallow into left field, and it's going to drop into the glove of the left fielder, Zach Taylor, for out number 2. Now Keane O'Brien will make his way up. He's playing second base for the Rockford Rivets today. Swung on. Should be a playable ball for the third baseman, Black, and it is, and he throws it across the diamond for out number 3. But one hit for the Rivets here in the top of the first. Let's see what they can do defensively in the bottom half of the inning. Keanu Fentress will make his way up to lead off the bottom half of the first inning here, and he's going to play against the starting pitcher for the Rockford Rivets tonight, Alex Basaviches. Basaviches out of Robert Morris. First pitch is going to be a bunt, attempting to try and get on with the bunt for hit. Let's see what that gets scored as. And it'll be an error on Basaviches right away. And Fentress will reach first base there, as it wasn't the greatest of bunts, and Basaviches should have been able to field it and throw to first, but early. The Fond du Lac Dock Spiders are on the base paths. First pitch there. They called strike. Count goes 0-1. Now count goes 0-1 against Alex Arrow. Pickoff attempt over there. So now an 0-1 upcoming to Alex Arrow. Let's take a look at the profile for Alex Basaviches on the mound. That one's going to be a hit batter by Basaviches, and so 2 on right away. After that hit by pitch, Fentress on second, Arrow on first. Basaviches has appeared twice this year First appearance versus Wisconsin was really good. 2 innings, nobody scored against him. No strikeouts, no walks. Last time out, struggled more. 4 innings pitched, 4 hits allowed, 4 earned runs, 3 walks. So that gives him an 0-1 record, 6.0 ERA, and 3 walks to no strikeouts. He's not going to strike out a lot of guys. That's not what you see with him, as he sees Zach Taylor now and throws his first pitch with a runner in scoring position. Here's the 0-0. Strike, count goes 0-1. The lineup for the Fond du Lac Dockspiders today: Fentress batting first, Arrow second, Taylor third, Black fourth, Wassel fifth, Wardwell sixth, and the bottom 3 are Zabowski, Hewitt, and Ayers. 0-1. That one's going to go outside. Count's going to be 1-1 now. Defensive alignment for the Rivets: Brennan Reback in left, Parker Bates center, Jacob Vanderwall right. Infields Parker Kelly, Zach Segal, Kean O'Brien, and Kay Bennell. And behind the plate, catching the balls and strikes from Basavichus will be Logan Michaels. The 1-1. That one's going to miss just low and outside. Count goes 2-1. Big at bat right here, as the only contact made in fair territory by any of the Dockspiders today has been a bunt that turned into an error by Basavichus. 2-1 now. Swung on, fouled back and out of play down the third base line. Count goes even at 2-2. That game against the Wisconsin Rapids Raptors, it was one where it really was a good first 3 innings from Basavichus. And then in the 4th, they just got a hold of him and made him throw 35 pitches. Next thing you know, he needed to come out at the end of that one. And here's the 2-2. That one swung on, and it's going to be foul off of Zach Taylor. Jerry Klein, the home plate umpire, called that one dead right away. And so a foul ball off the body of Taylor. Zach Taylor was not on the roster yesterday. 6'2", 195-pound Illinois junior, bats from the right side versus the lefty, Alex Basavichus. Here's the 2-2 coming. That one's going to miss high, and now the count is full. So a strike away from getting a critical first out of the inning, a ball away from loading the bases here with no outs and 2 on in the bottom of the first. The Rivets trying to not get behind early against the Fond du Lac team that they struggled against yesterday. That one swung on. High fly ball to left field. Should be all over it is Brennan Reback, and a good throw by him to the cutoff man to hold Fentress at second. So exactly what Basavichus wants there, no doubt. As, like I said, he's not going to strike you out. He's going to make you put the ball in play. And if you put it in play on the left side of the field with runners on first and second, that works out just fine for him. So now Troy Black going to make his way up. The University of Kentucky infielder playing third base today. That one right down Main Street, called strike. Count goes 0-1. It wasn't a strikeout for Basavichus, but as you know, as I've said already a couple times today, it's not what you're going to get from him. 0-1. That one swung on into right field. That one's going to get down for a base hit. Fentress will score. Troy Black will boogie into second. And there will be a throw at the plate. And Arrow will be thrown out easily. So a good play there, as that just ends up being an RBI double from Troy Black, but enough to score that 1 run to take the lead for the Fond du Lac Dockspiders. Great relay by Vanderwall to O'Brien to Logan Michaels at home, who was all over it to make the play there. First pitch to Jack Wassel, fouled off. Count goes 0-1. The thing about Basavich is once you get the hang of it with him is his ball is not hard to hit, but it is hard to hit well. That one goes 1-1. Count. Another critical out that was. And not only did it not score the run, but it also got the second out of the inning, takes away any sacrifice opportunity for Troy Black to try and advance a base. 1-1. Swung on and missed. Got ahead of that one there. And a guy like Wassel, who plays his college ball at the University of Minnesota, used to seeing D1 guys throwing 90+. The fastball from Basavich's clocks in at around 77 miles per hour. Here's the 1-2 with 2 outs. Troy Black's going. That one should be hit to the shortstop, Segal, and it is, and the throw across the diamond for out number 3. We'll be right back. 1-0. Doc Spiders lead the Rivets going into the second inning. First pitch to Vanderwall is a 4-3 ground out, pretty quick and easy there. As one away already for Young here in the top of the second. 10-pitch first inning for Young. And now 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the second. Parker Kelly, now who had a good day yesterday, 2 hits for him, really trying to find his speed after having a slow start to this season. The 0-1 now will be upcoming after a first pitch is called strike in there to Kelly. 143 on the year, 2 ribbies for him. Here's the 0-1 with 1 out. Swung on, going to be a high ball down the third base line, and Troy Black tried to field it off the hop. And it's going to be called an error here, as it was a tough play for Troy Black to make down that third base line. But nonetheless, he deflected it with his glove, knocked it into foul territory, but enough for Parker Kelly to get on with an error. That fastball is in the zone. Count goes, it misses. Count goes 1-0, 1 out. Runner on first is Kelly. Rivets have had a base runner in each inning, as that one was a swing and a miss. Count goes 1-1 now. The second batter of each inning has been able to reach base. That one was very close to being a hit, but after a little debate in the press box, it will be officially scored as an error. Count goes 1-1 with one out. Swung on, fouled back. And count now 1-2 here with one out. Logan Michaels still yet to get his first ribby of the year. Only one hit for him since showing up. That one's swung on and that one's fouled back. That one swung on, popped up. Should be an easy play for the shortstop. And Wardwell makes that snag for out number 2 here. Only 28 strikeouts on the year for John Young today. Keeping with that trend of not striking out a lot of batters. This one's going to be hitting the center field. Fentress sees it and catches it. And so John Young outdoes his 10-pitch inning with a 9-pitch inning now. We'll be right back for the bottom of the second. First pitch to Wardwell, called strike. Count goes 0-1 for Wardwell. He didn't play yesterday in the game against the Rockford Rivets. That one swung on, fouled back. Count goes 0-2 now. Wardwell, infielder from Duke, originally Cincinnati, Ohio. Switch hitter, batting from the right side against the lefty Savages. 6'2", 185 pounds is the Duke freshman. 0-2 coming to him. That one's going to miss. 5-hole Logan Michaels there behind the plate, and count goes to 1-2. That one swung on into left field, but caught by Brennan Reback over there. It had a good rip on it, and maybe if they're playing in Athletic Park in Wausau, Wisconsin, that one gets out. Here at a very hitter or a pitcher-centric ballpark, it is going to stay in the yard, no question. Cole Zabowski making his way up, the Ole Miss first baseman. Stands 6'5", 230 pounds. Good frame there for a first baseman. First pitch misses low. Count is going to go 1-0. That one swung on. Going to be chopped foul down the third base line. That one, breaking ball, called strike. Nice pitch there by Basaviches to get Zabowski to look at that one go by. That one's going to be a hit into left field and a slip by Brennan Reback, but lucky for him, he is going to be able to get up from it as that one, his feet just came right out from under him. But enough for a single for Zabowski. Lucky for him, he didn't have a place to run there, or else it would have been able to find its way by him. Now Duncan Hewitt coming up. Duncan Hewitt, Indianapolis, Indiana native, goes to Butler. Started the summer with these Fond du Lac Dock Spiders and then was waived from the team, and then the manager from the Dock Spiders, Zach Charbonneau, gave him a call and said, hey, we got a spot for you. Head on up. First pitch there is in the dirt. Count goes 1-0. Here's the 1-0 with one out. Pickoff attempt over to first. Zabowski hops in there. Doesn't even really need to slide at all. It's more of just a full body fall to first base with that 6'5" frame. Here's the 1-0. That one goes high. Count goes 2-0 now for Duncan Hewitt playing catcher today. On deck is Hares. Chris Ayers, wearing number 10, playing left field today for the Dock Spiders. Indiana State Sycamore. 2-0. That one swung on, popped way up. Maybe a chance for Parker Kelly over there, but it will find its way out of play down the third base line. Count goes 2-1. Now we got a 2-1, one out, runner on first right now for the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. That one goes high. Count goes 3-1 now. Here's the 3-1 upcoming. One out, runner on first. First, another pickoff attempt over to first base. Count stays 3-1. Here's the 3-1. That one swung on, ripped down the third base line. Zabowski's going to run over to third base and hold there, and a stand-up double for Duncan Hewitt. So what a sparkling return for him right now. That hard ground ball is going to put these Dock Spiders in business for the second straight inning. Now Chris Ayers, the number 9 hitter, playing right field, make his way up with one out and runners on second and third. The 0-0 coming. Breaking ball off the plate. Count goes 1-0. Base hit here could make this game 2-0, if not 3-0. That one swung on, fouled back. Count goes 1-1 now. That one swung on, fouled back by Hares. Now the count's 1-2. The Savages, this would be a timely place for his first strikeout of the year to take away any sacrifice opportunities. These Dock Spiders have been able to get good contact on him thus far, though. 1-2, misses off the plate. Count's going to go 2-2 now. That one swung on, fouled back. Count stays 2-2. Nineteenth pitch of the inning upcoming for the Savages. 2-2. Swung on, popped up and out of play. The thing is, right now, these Dock Spiders not always getting great contact to it, but they're getting some contact to his pitches, and it's enough to keep them in the count until they can get one that they can put some meat to. 2-2, one out, runners on second and third. Here's the pitch. Off the plate. Count's going to go 3-2 now with one out. That one swung on up the middle, but enough for Kean O'Brien to field and throw over to first for out number 2 here. So it takes away sacrifice opportunities, but that ends up as a sacrifice there for Chris Harris and an RBI under his belt. On a pretty simple 4-3 ground out, but nothing that the defense could do about it there. As we go back to the top of the order, Keanu Fentress makes his way up. The Savages, his main goal is leaving this runner, Duncan Hewitt, stranded at third and making sure that the damage is kept at 2-0 this inning. First pitch goes for ball. Count goes 1-0. It's Hewitt at third. He got a stand-up double. That one's going to get high. Count's going to go 2-0 now for Keambu Fentress. 0 for 1 today with that bunt that was ended up being an error by the Savages. His 40th pitch of the game upcoming, the 2-0. That one swung on up the middle. Kean O'Brien fields at second, throws over to first for out number 3. So a big third out of the inning. The Dock Spiders lead 2-0 over the Rockford Rivets. First ball that Brennan Reback sees is a ball outside, but next one smacked for a base hit by Brennan Reback, who's been in a slump as of late. And so feasting on that one for a base hit into right field. And now let's see what K. Bennell can do with him on first. Always a weapon on the base paths. Now the 0-0 to Bennell on the inside, called ball. Count goes 1-0. A base runner has reached first every inning thus far for the Rockford Rivets, but they've not been able to get that base runner any further than first. That one's going to be a base hit into left field, and I eat my words. Another base hit, and now Reback is at second with no outs right now. Now an 0-0 coming to Ryan Cole. He was one of those base runners that reached. He got on with a hit his last time up infield, and this is going to be a bunt, and this might be down for a hit. The throw over to first is late, and that's going to be a bunt for hit by Ryan Cole, and the bases are juiced right now for Parker Bates. Wow. And Ryan Cole, a perfectly timed bunt. And I'll tell you what, he showed Joe Byers and I his bunting ability his last time up when he showed Joe and I his bunting ability a few days ago, weeks ago per se, when he was able to, his first pitch Parker Bates swung on, fouled back. We having our average Joe bunting competition on our weekly show Rivets Rundown, and he was able to get the bunt between the two cones 4 out of 5 times, which is actually just incredible being able to aim your bunt like that. That one goes outside. Count goes 1-1 for Parker Bates now. Bates 8 ribbies on the year. He has 1 home run on the year, and I should mention that home run is against the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. Not here in Fond du Lac, but it was at home. It was the first pitch he saw. Swing and a miss there. Count now 1-2. A strikeout here would change this game a lot, as the infield is in right now, and I assume if a strikeout is here, if a strikeout happens here, the infield will go to double play depth. The 1-2. That one swung on. The play at home, the throw over to first, and a perfect 5-2-3 double play. And that is exactly what the Rivets did not want there. And now runners on second and third with 2 outs. This game has changed a lot because of that hit. Cole and Bennell still on the base path. If you're any of the base runners there, there's nothing you can do about that one except just run as hard as you can. And now Kean O'Brien still with a chance, tying run on second. First pitch in there for a called strike. Count goes 0-1 for Kean O'Brien on the inside pitch. This one swung on, fouled back and out of play. Count now 0-2 for Kean O'Brien. All he needs is a base hit here. He'll get 1 RBI for sure. And Cole on second has wheels, so there's no doubt he would at least make a run at scoring, most likely on a decent base hit. Here's the 0-2. Struck him out. We'll be right back for the bottom of the third. First pitch to Alex Arrow goes for a ball outside. That one, another ball outside. He's ahead 2-0 versus Alex Pasavichis, who got through the first 2 innings, allowing 2 runs on 40 pitches, so allowing 20 pitches an inning. I'm sure we'd love to get out of this inning much quicker, as that off-speed pitch hit a big swing from Alex Arrow and a big miss from Alex Arrow. He's behind 2-1 still. He's still ahead 2-1, excuse me. That one swung on, and a shallow hit into center field, and Parker Bates had a run at it, but his struggles today continue as it dropped right in front of him. And the Rockford Rivets, now a man on first with no outs. Not the situation they want to put themselves in. Fond du Lac Dock Spiders had the similar thing, as they had bases loaded with no outs and were not able to get 1 run across. Now the 0-0. Breaking ball up high. Count goes 1-0 for Zach Taylor, who flied out to left field his last time up. University of Illinois man making his debut in the Fond du Lac Uni today. That one's in the dirt. Good block by Logan Michaels, but count goes 2-0. Rockford Rivets rocking their alternate black uniforms on top, ash gray pants on bottoms, stirrups just below the knees. On the other side, it's all white from Fondy with the tan letters across their chest, and the numbers are actually blue with tan outlines on the back. 2-0 coming. Swung on. High fly ball. Reback tracking and now kicking it into gear and grabbing it in foul territory. So it will be another fly out to left field as Taylor swinging for the fences. And the problem is with a guy like Pasavichis, you can't really do that. He'll trick you into swinging for it. And, you'll get weak contact to it, pop up, and not be able to punch yourself on base. Troy Black, a 1-1 for 1 today with a double to right field his last time up. Slapped it just fair down the right field line. That one is swung on, and it's to right field, and it will be camped under by Jacob Vanderwall for out number 2. Now Jack Wassel will make his way up. Wassel out of the University of Minnesota. One of the many big school guys. You take a look at his Fond du Lac roster, and I mean, D1, both catchers are D1, Butler and Oregon. Infielders are Ole Miss, Kentucky, Iowa, Western Carolina, Northwestern, Duke, Minnesota, Ole Miss. And this one is going to be a weakly hit ball to Keane O'Brien at second, who throws it wide. And it will be an error on Keane O'Brien, as that should have been the third out of the inning. Instead, there will be a little bit of a mulligan for this Fondy team, and Wassel gets all the way to second base. So now Tyler Wardwell, 0 for 1 today, makes his way up. '50th pitch of the day for Alex Pasavichis. That one swung on. Big hit to left field. And Reback tracks under it for out number 3. So an F7, an F9, and an F7 to get us out of it. We'll be right back for the top of the 4th. Back here, top of the fourth inning, Jacob Vanderwall will lead us off here. First pitch is low and inside. Count goes 1-0 for Vandy. Nobody on, nobody out right now. Vandy today 0 for 1 with a ground out to the second baseman. His last time up. That one goes low as well. Count now 2-0 in advantage of Vanderwall. 33 pitches for John Young. Only 10 pitches for last inning for Alex Pasaviches. Puts him at 50 on the day. That one swung on. Big hit by Vanderwall to right field. And backing up and making the grab is Kiambu Fentress. And out number one. So both pitchers allowing some deep fly balls here today, but nothing doing that much damage in terms of home runs. But the damage has been done already. Fond du Lac in place to win this game if the score stays the same. As Parker Kelly makes his way up, reached on an error his last time up. 4 hits for both sides. That one, fastball, able to miss the strike zone by just a bit as the two-seamer couldn't find its way in. Now a 1-1 with 1 out coming. That one swung on. That one's going to be snow-coned by the first baseman, Zabowski. Nice catch there. And love me some snow cones in the summer. And even when they're dock spiders, it's a great play to see there as Zabowski just was able to handle that one and flip to the pitcher, John Young, for out number 2. So only 5 pitches this inning thus far for John Young. And now Logan Michaels, who's been really cold since he showed up. His only hit has been breaking up a no-hitter by the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters. That one's going to miss the strike zone. Another two-seamer trying to find that one in the zone and hasn't been able to do it the last couple times he threw it. 1-0 coming now with 2 outs, nobody on for Logan Michaels. That one does find the zone. Count goes to 1-1. That one swung on, fouled back, out of play. Count goes to 1-2. Logan Michaels down to his final strike at this at-bat. A 1-2 with 2 outs, nobody on. That one's going to go high, right up across his chin. Count goes 2-2 now. That one swung on up the middle, but as it goes by the pitcher, Young, it will be picked up by the second baseman, Arrow, for out number 3. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 4th. Back here, first pitch to Cole Zabowski was chopped foul on the most recent pitch. Is a ball low. Count is 1-1 now. That one swung on and ripped right to the second baseman, Kean O'Brien, with a nice snag there to make up for his error last inning that luckily didn't do any damage to the Rockford Rivets, but it could have proved costly as it put runners on second and third with 2 outs instead of giving the final out of the inning. And luckily, Savages was able to get Wardwell to fly out to Brennan Reback to end the inning. First pitch swinging there from Duncan Hewitt. Count goes 0-1 for Hewitt. Here's the 0-1. Big breaking ball there. That one, I think, slipped off the fingertips of the Savages. And now a 1-1 upcoming. That one's going to hit high in the zone and miss it. Count goes 2-1. 7:30 here, just on the bottom of the hour. Here's the 2-1. Swung on. Big hit, but it's going to drift foul down the left field line. Count now all even at 2-2. All of these batters for the Fond du Lac Dog Spiders are getting decent contact here and there, but a lot of them are trying to do the wrong thing against the Savages, which is swing for the fences, as that one goes right to the third baseman, Parker Kelly, and he squeezed that in between his left arm and his body on the bad hop and was able to grab it from there and throw over to first for out number 2. Good adjustment from Parker Kelly there to get that out. Chris Ayers now, the number 9 batter, making his way up, ground out to second base. Kean O'Brien, his last time up. Tried to put down a bunt there, and it's going to go foul down the third base line. Count is now 0-1. For a speedster like Ayers, maybe that's kind of the solution that you got to see with the Savages, is it's so slow, so it's easy to bunt, and maybe just try and work that. See if he can get on with that. Well, he's not. He's going to swing and miss this time, and now he's behind 0-2 to Savages. Savages is still looking for his first strikeout of the year. Here's the 0-2. That one's going to miss the zone. As Ayers thought about it, but didn't go. Here's the 1-2 with 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and the first strikeout of the year for Alex Savages. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. First pitch to Zach Segal goes high for a ball. John Young still in the game. Only 42 pitches thrown. This will be 43. That one hits the strike zone. Count goes even at 1-1. Segal 0 for 1 today. Flied out to center field his last time up on the first pitch he saw. Here's the 1-1 coming from Young. Swung on, popped up, and it should be the first baseman, Zabowski, who makes the basket catch for out number 1. Pop foul. And now Brennan Reback makes his way up. That first pitch is going to plunk Reback, and he's going to be able to get on with a hit by pitch. And the catcher, Hewitt, looks absolutely perplexed. He doesn't think that hit Reback at all, I don't think. But it was a pretty confident call from the home plate umpire, Jerry Klein. And now on first will be Brennan Reback, the second in the NWL in steals, man. The flash over there. And big swing and a miss there as he's behind 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, fouled back. Count now 0-2. Bunnell last time up, single to left field. He was left stranded at third base as part of that bases loaded with no out jam that John Young was able to get out of. That one's swing and a miss. Reback going. Reback will steal the base, but it will be a strike 3 on K. Bunnell. 22 stolen bases on the year for Brennan Reback. His bread and butter. So now runner on second and no outs for Ryan Cole, who if a man's going to come up with a big hit, it's got to be Ryan Cole. 0-0 coming to him. It goes up high. Count goes to 1-0. Here's the 1-0 with 2 outs, runner on second. Cole bunted that, and it slapped fair, I believe, down the third base line. Maybe it just went foul. And Troy Black fielded it in foul territory, so it'll go down as a foul ball. 1-1 is the count now. Here's the 1-1. That one's going to hit on the inside of the strike zone. Called strike. Count's going to go 1-2 now for Ryan Cole. That one's going to just miss the zone. Count's going to go 2-2, 2 outs. Runner on second right now here in a game that's cruised by. We're in the top of the fifth already. Only a little more than an hour past the first pitch. That one doesn't go. Count's going to go full now for Ryan Cole. Second on the team in walks. Trying to get another one. That one's going to go high and inside, and it will be a walk for Ryan Cole. First pitch swinging from Parker Bates. That one's going to get down for a hit. Reback will run home. There will be a play at the plate, and safe at the plate is Brennan Reback. That one was awfully close there, and I'm sure that hit from Parker Bates would have been a little more appreciated last time up, but nonetheless, it will be an RBI for Parker Bates. Scoring Reback, Cole gets to third. And now the score's 2-1, tying run at third base, only 90 feet away. Rivets are back in business here. Parker Bates on first. This has all come with 2 outs here. Reback got on. That one, Parker Bates is going to go, and not a great throw there. As Parker Bates will get a stolen base for himself and a ball to Keane O'Brien anyway. Now go ahead run at second, tying run 90 feet away at third. And now the pitching coach is going to come out and have a quick conversation with John Young. We'll be right back after they're done talking. First pitch coming into Keane O'Brien now after the break. That one swung on. It's going to be a slow roller to second. Wardwell fields and throws. And a nice grab over there at first by Zabowski. So they get out of it with no more across, but the score is 2-1 in advantage of the Dock Spiders. Rivets on the board. Welcome back, bottom of the fifth. Basavich's first pitch is right back to him on the mound, and he will calmly field and throw over to first for out number one after a troubling start. Had a little trouble grabbing a hold of it, but right back to him, and all is good in the neighborhood. After a shaky couple first innings for Basavich's, he's really kind of gained his control right now, and he's grooving pretty well. And now, first pitch to Alex Arrow is in there for a ball. He's been hit by a pitch, also got a hit as well, a single to center field his last time up. That one's going to be chopped down the third base line, and it's going to go foul. Count goes 1-1. One coming to Arrow. That one goes high and away. Count now. A hitter's count for Arrow at 2-1, trying to keep his 1,000 batting percentage alive. 2-1. Breaking ball finds the zone. And it's 2-2, and I think that was a breaking ball. Could have been his fastball, though. Really can't tell sometimes with Alex Basavich's. The 2-2 coming. That one swung on, fouled back. Count stays 2-2. 69th pitch of the outing upcoming for Alex Basavich's. That one's going to just miss. Count is going to go full at 3-2. Payoff pitch, swing and a high fly ball to left field, and it'll go off the wall. Now the throw, and there could be a close play at second, but there won't be, so it will be a double off the wall for Alex Arrow there, as that one couldn't find its way out of the ballpark. And it was awfully close there, though, but runner in scoring position now for Zach Taylor, who's 0 for 2 tonight. 2 flyouts to left field, as you just haven't been able to get a hold of the Rockford Rivets starting pitcher, Alex Basavich's pitch. Quick conversation between Logan Michaels and Basavich's. That one swung on, ripped down the left field line, and foul. So good hit there. That's fair. That's scoring Arrow most likely from second. Oh, 1. That one swung on, and again foul down the left field line. Count now 0-2. Big 0-2 now with a runner on second. 1 out here, bottom of the fifth inning. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, blocked well by Logan Michaels. Count goes to 1-2. Now a 1-2 coming. That one swung on. Big hit to left field. Reback chasing over, and it will be a foul ball. And almost caught by Brennan Reback, who laid out for that one. 320 down that left field line, 320 down right field line as well. And now another 1-2 upcoming. Zach Taylor just trying to be able to lift it over the fence there, which no Fond du Lac Dock Spider's been able to do. They've tried and they've failed thus far. Now the 1-2. And now he's going to step off and force Arrow to run back over there. That one's swung on, and that one's going to be a high fly ball. And Reback will track it, and then Arrow will fake tagging it up. And Zach Taylor obviously frustrated with himself just not being able to find good contact against Pasaviches. And at some point, it's really crazy just the fact that these are all D1 guys. You see 90-plus mile-per-hour fastballs every day in their spring season, and now Pasaviches, the Robert Morris, Illinois pitcher, is stumping them thus far. First pitch to Troy Black in the dirt, and Arrow will advance on the wild pitch. So now 90 feet away is Arrow trying to regain that 2-run lead for the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. 1-0, but no sacrifice is in play right now. As Troy Black, who has 18 ribbies on the season, will try and get his 19th with a hit here. 1-0. Swung on, opposite way, and it will be in and out of the glove, but then the throw to first, and it is safe over there on first, and it was an awfully close call to make. And the run will score there, as that one, Cade Bunnell was diving for it. It hit off his glove. The second baseman, Keane O'Brien, ran over, made the throw to Alex Pasaviches on first, and it was just safe from Troy Black over there at first. Now Jack Wassel, 0-for-2 on the day. Sees a strike there. Count goes 0-1 versus him. Outside the zone and in the dirt. Count goes 1-1 though. That one's going to miss the strike zone. Count's going to go 2-1 for Wassel now. 0-for-2 today. A pickoff attempt over to first by the Savages. Not going to be in time. That one's going to miss. Count's going to go 3-1 now for Wassel versus Alex Pasaviches. That one swung on, fouled back. Count goes 3-2 now. Here's the 3-2 coming. Swung on, foul back again. Count will stay 3-2. Another payoff pitch coming to Wassel. Runner on first, 2 outs. Scores 3-1 in advantage of the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. That one will be into the gap and almost overran by Brennan Reback. But Wassel will reach second. Black will reach third on that hit that hung up in the air for a while. So now 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 84 pitches from Alex Pasaviches. And now Tyler Wardwell makes his way up. Over 2 with 2 flyouts. Almost the identical spots in left field thus far today. Rockford Rivets currently have a record of 20-28. The Fond du Lac Dock Spiders are 29-19. That one's going to miss high. Count's going to go to 1-0 against Wardwell. On deck, Zabowski. Big southpaw from Ole Miss. That one's going to hit. Miss the strike zone. It looked right in about the place where home plate umpire Jerry Klein's been calling his strikes today. Doesn't call one there. Counts 2-0 with 2 outs. That one is a called strike. Count goes 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, popped up, and out of play. Now it's 2-2 with 2 outs and 2 on, runners on second and third. Fond du Lac looking for their 30th win of the season. Rockford trying to avoid their 29th. Big play here. Swing and a miss and a strikeout by Alex Pasaviches. We'll be right back for the top of the 6th. Jacob Vanderwall's first pitch is foul down the first base line. 8 o'clock, just hit the top of the hour here. Herr-Baker Field, final game. The Rockford Rivets will play in Fond du Lac unless there is a opportunity to play a playoff game here. Not looking likely for the Rockford Rivets right now. They really need to pick it up in the late half of the season if they want that to happen. But, you know, anything could happen in baseball, and I think that's something I've become very apt to knowing over the past couple days or couple months. Let's take a look at the Northwoods League scoreboard. Madison up 3-0 on Lakeshore. Eau Claire up 2-0 on Waterloo. Battle Creek 1-0 over Wisconsin Woodchucks. That one's going to be hit left field. Chasing it will be Zach Taylor, and he won't get to it, but it will fall foul. Thunder Bay's beaten Duluth 3-2. La Crosse beaten Wilmar 1-0. Kenosha over Green Bay 1-0. St. Cloud 1-0 over Rochester. And 3-0, the Rafters of Wisconsin Rapids are beating the Kalamazoo Growlers right now. Now a 1-2 after a long pause because Vanderwall was running pretty hard on that one. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Oh, actually, he just fouled it off. And that's why he wasn't running to first as it got by the catcher. And I was thinking drop third strike, get to first base. But nope, it will be just a foul ball and another 1-2 pitch up coming from John Young to Jacob Vanderwall, who last time up flied out to center, grounded out to second baseman his first time up, and that one will be a ground ball right to the first baseman, Zabowski, who will field it and toss it to the pitcher, John Young, for out number 1. Games from last night: Duluth Huskies beat the Thunder Bay Border Cats 8-7. Green Bay Bullfrogs beat the Kenosha Kingfish 1-0. Rochester over St. Cloud 6-2. Mankato 15 runs at the top of the 9th inning. Don't tell anybody that they can't do something. 24-1 over the Bismarck Larks. First pitch goes outside to Parker Kelly. Count goes 1-0. Lakeshore loses to Madison 2-1 in the second game of their doubleheader. Wilmar defeats La Crosse 5-4. Wisconsin Rapids over Kalamazoo 13-3. That's one's a swing and a miss from Parker Kelly. Eau Claire loses to Waterloo 8-7. Battle Creek shuts out Wisconsin 12-0. And Fond du Lac obviously beating Rockford 14-1 here at Herr-Baker Field. Here's the 1-1. Going to hit the strike zone. Count goes 1-2. That was the 66th pitch of John Young's day. 10th pitch of the inning upcoming for the starting pitcher for the Dock Spiders today, out of Indiana Wesleyan University. That one will miss. Count's going to go 2-2 now. And right there, he will strike out. And now 2 outs and nobody on. Top of the 6th, and Logan Michaels will come up. Michaels 0 for 2 today. Fly out, ground out for him. Logan Michaels, only one hit for him on the year after joining the team last week. That one's going to hit just off the outside of the plate. Count's going to go 1-0. That one swung on by Michaels, fouled back and out of play. Count goes 1-1. Two outs here, nobody on. 3-1. Fond du Lac leads to Rockford Rivets in the top of the 6th inning, That one's inside on Logan Michaels. Going to miss him there. He does wear an elbow pad there, so wouldn't have hurt that bad if it would have nicked his elbow, but nonetheless moves out of the way. Count 2-1 with 2 outs now. There's a swing and a miss. Count goes 2-2 for John Young. against Logan Michaels, the catcher. Switching duties with Wyatt Mascarell every night. He did come on and catch the bottom of the 8th inning, as it was unlikely that Wyatt Mascarell would get the chance, and he's still recovering from a rolled ankle a few weeks ago. That one's fouled back and out of play, staying alive. Is Logan Michaels trying not to strike it out this at-bat. John Young, the opposing batting average against him this year, as that one misses. Opposing batting average against him this year, 242, makes his ERA up of 1.71. Opposing on-base percentage, 300. Has allowed 5 hits today. Here's the 3-2, swung on. That one's going to get down and get into the glove of the second baseman, Arrow, who will throw to first for the final out of the inning. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 6th. Zabowski's first pitch is a high foul ball. Second pitch versus Pasavich's is called strike. Count goes 0-2 at 91 pitches now as Alex Pasavich's. That one just misses the zone, and that's where you're going to get called on 0-2 pitches that are on the corner. 90% of the time they'll be called balls. Count 1-2 now. I was going to go way off the plate. Counts now 2-2. Should be a playable ball for Kean O'Brien, and what a play there as he wasn't able to get it with his glove completely, tried to backhand it, ended up taking a hop, hitting his wrist, and then popping right into his right hand where he barehanded it and threw to first for out number 1. 94 pitches now thrown from Alex Pasavage, just probably trying to get out of this inning, and then it'll be handed over to the Rockford Rivets bullpen to see if they can tame the hot Fond du Lac bats. The 0-0 goes high for Duncan Hewitt, who's 1 for 2 today with a double and a ground out. That one is going to go high. Counts now 2-0. That one's going to be a ball. And now the count is 3-0 coming to Duncan Hewitt. That one's going to go high. Count will expire for Hewitt as he's going to be able to walk to first base now. And now Chris Hares will make his way up. First pitch there is a ball, so 5 straight balls thrown by Alex Pasavage, maybe the remnants of an expiring day for him. Swing and a miss there, and so Pasavage reaches 100 pitches by my count. And now here's the 1-1. That one is going to miss the zone. And that one will be called a 100. So I was a little bit off. I apologize. Counts 2-1. 1 out here. And so Pasavages will not be allowed to return. That one's hit into right field. Backing up is Vanderwall. Makes the snag for out number 2. And a good beefy swing from Ayers, but just like every other Fond du Lac dog spider to see Pasavages, not been able to get enough on it to get it over that wall. That one finds the strike zone. First pitch to Kiambu Fentress. 0 for 3 today, reached on an error by Alex Pasavages, and then 2 ground outs, one of those to Alex Pasavages as well. So that one is low and inside. Taken for a ball. Count goes all even at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 coming. That one thought about it, didn't go. Count goes 2-1 as the ball missed high. Pickoff attempt. Not getting the job done now at 2-1 with 2 outs. Kicks and deals. Called strike. Count goes 2-2 now for Alex Pasavages. If he gets the out here, going to be the last batter he sees. If not, he might see one more, and then he'll be forced to come out most likely after reaching 110. The 2-2. Swung on. High fly ball to right field. It's going to be foul and snagged up over there in the Rivets bullpen. Here's the 2-2. Swung on to the shortstop, who will tap second. Zach Segal all over it. We'll be right back. A good outing from the Savages. We'll be right back for the top of the 7th. First pitch from John Young to Zach Segal is a ball on the outside of the plate. Count goes 1-0, his 76th pitch of the day. That one's swung on by Segal. Should be a playable ball for Black over on third and the throw to first for out number 1. Now Brennan Reback makes his way up 1-for-1 with a hit by pitch and a single today. Alex Pasavich's final line is 6 innings pitched, 7 hits allowed, 3 runs, 2 of them earned, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. A pretty impressive day for him, and be able to put 6 innings of work in is pretty good. No doubt. And Reback will try and put a bunt down on the first pitch. That'll be fouled back. Count goes 0-1. The Rivets have not been able to put up more than one run at Herr-Baker Field this year. They've lost 2-1. They lost 2-1. Last night they lost 14-1. Right now they're losing 3-1. So they've really struggled putting up runs here. That one's going to go low and inside. Count's going to go 1-1. And that one went right back to the pitcher, John Young, who walked over to first, tossed it to first base, and got out number 1. And now it'll be the leadoff man, Cade Bunnell's turn to come back up. 80 pitches now for John Young. He should be in line to return for another inning of work if he so chooses. First pitch swinging from Cade Bunnell. Diving play over there by Zabowski, but he lost it. And that one's going to be a single, as he had to dive to make that play, and he lost it on the transfer. But a very good play, at least by Zabowski, to keep that in the infield, and only one base for Cade Bunnell. Now Ryan Cole makes his way up, 2 for 2 today. A single on a bunt, a single on an infield hit to shortstop, and a pop-up here, and it should be a routine play for the second baseman, Arrow, and he grabs it for out number 3. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 7th. We got a pitching change here as Brian Smith forced to take Alex Basavich's out after 6 innings of work. I told you his final line. 2 earned runs allowed, 3 runs total as the first hit. First contact made against the new pitcher, Hunter Kime, is going to be a 4-3 ground out right to the second baseman, Kean O'Brien. So Hunter Kime in now. Rockford Rivets haven't used him in a few days. The Quincy freshman out of Rock Island, Illinois. Stands 6'2", 175 pounds, throws with his right hand. 6.96 ERA, 10 1/3 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, 13 walks. Has been struggling to find his accuracy recently. 3 walks in each of his last 2 outings compared to only 1 strikeout total. And his last time out against Wisconsin Rapids Raptors, as that one hits the strike zone there. Last time out against Wisconsin Rapids, he allowed 3 earned runs and 1 2/3 innings pitched. Only 1 hit allowed, but it was really just the accuracy issues that kind of sunk his ship there. That one swung on, weak contact, up, and Cade Bunnell moves in to snag that for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down for Hunter Kime. And now the Rockford Rivets offense is going to have more pressure on them if Hunter Kime can get out of this inning 1, 2, 3. As at some point they really need to start making moves, and they just haven't been able to do that at all in the past 10 games. Lost 8 out of their last 9. With a win, a 4-game losing streak, and a win. And now another 4-game losing streak. That one's going to miss the zone. Count's going to go 2-1. That one's going to miss high and inside. Now 3-1. And that one will miss. And so Troy Black will walk on 5 pitches. Now up coming is Jack Wassel. So now Jack Wassel 1 for 3 today. He'll have Troy Black on first. Last time up, Jack Wassel doubled to left field. Switch hitter batting from the left side for the first today. Again, hits to the left field. And again, backing up is Reback, but he'll make the snag this time for out number 3. Don't go anywhere, but we'll be right back here on the Rivets Radio Network. First pitch to Parker Bates here in the top of the 8th inning. Here's a ball inside. Count goes 1-0 for Bates. John Young still in the game. That one swung on. High fly ball to right field. Backing up is Hares, and he camps under it and makes the catch for out number 1. Got a lot of beef to that one. Just way too high and not far enough. And now Kean O'Brien steps up. He's 0 for 3 today. Strikeout and 2 groundouts. The Kent State infielder playing second base today also has an error on defense. First pitch, called strike. Count goes 0-1. Got that white sleeve 3/4 the way down his right arm. That one's high and inside. A little chin music for O'Brien, who has to do a little matrix dodge out of that one. Count goes even at 1-1. That one, check swing. And the appeal over to first, and they say he didn't go, so count goes 2-1. Fond du Lac pretty much dominated this game from start to finish thus far, but the Rivets are only 2 runs behind. A couple swings of the bat, this game could be all new, as this one will be chopped, and Troy Black will barehand it and throw to first base for out number 1, as he took that bad hop, and a nice throw there, as he had a similar situation against Parker Kelly where he couldn't make the play. That time he can, and out number 2 is made. John Young, unless he throws 12 more pitches here, he will be eligible to return for the 9th inning and maybe throw a complete game here. That one goes high and outside to Vanderwall. Vanderwall, I'm sure, will fight as hard as he can to get through this game 1-0. That one goes high. Count goes 2-0 now. Top of the 8th inning here. 3-1. Dock Spiders lead the Rockford Rivets. That one will miss the zone again. I'm sure John Young not liking how the strike zone's going, as he's now at 91 by my count. Here's the 3-0. Swung on by Vanderwall. He got the green light, and he got it out to center field. Keanu Fentress backing up, making the catch, so we could very well see John Young in the top of the 9th. We might also see the closer for the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. We'll see after one more half inning of work in the bottom of the 8th. First pitch swinging from Tyler Wardwell, and it's a heavy swing to right field, but caught by Vanderwall out there, as Vanderwall just had a heavy swing of his own that couldn't find its way out of the yard. And now Zabowski will come up, 1 for 3, 1 out here, bottom of the 8th inning. Last chance coming up for the Rockford Rivets. Here's the first pitch to Zabowski, called strike. Count goes 0-1, 1 out, nobody on here. Bottom of the 8th inning. This game is just flying by here. 2 hours on the dot right now, and we are almost out of here, unless the Rockford Rivets decide to make this one interesting. That one goes high. Count goes 1-2 now. one swung on to center field. Backing up is Parker Bates, and he'll make the grab for out number 2 now. Now Duncan Hewitt makes his way up, 2 for 1. Good return for him thus far. Double, ground out, and a walk. Now an 0-1, 2 outs. That one swung on to the shortstop. Segal will field and throw and make the play for out number 3. We'll be right back. It's a 2-run game going into the top of the 9th. John Young back out for his 9th inning of work, trying to have a complete game against these Rockford Rivets. And it hasn't been the perfect game from him, 6 hits allowed and 1 run. But really he has done all that's been asked of him, and he is in line for the win right now unless disaster strikes here. First pitch up the middle, right back to him, and he puts his glove down, fields it cleanly. So 1 pitch, 1 out to Parker Kelly. 2 outs remaining for the Rockford Rivets here to try and get 2 runs across. Logan Michaels 0 for 3 today. 2 ground outs and a fly out. Makes his way up. Like I mentioned, Young's done what's been asked of him. Only 3 strikeouts. Not a big power pitcher, but he has gotten 21 outs in all sorts of other ways. A lot of weak hit ground balls. That one goes high. Count goes 1-0. The last series finale game these guys played here, Kesterson was the starting pitcher. That one's a big hit to left field. Backing up is Taylor, and it's going to go over the wall. A home run, a solo shot. Goodbye, baseball. Logan Michaels cracks the first home run of this series since Parker Bates hit one. And what a way to get your second hit of the season. A solo shot from Logan Michaels turns this game into a one-run game, and now the tying run comes to the plate, and Zach Segal represents it. He got all of that one, and all of a sudden, the first time the Rivets have put up more than one run here at Herr-Baker Field as well. That one swung on, ripped down the left field line, and it's going to go foul for Zach Segal. On deck, the number 9 hitter, Brennan Reback, who's been pretty reliable today. Cade Bunnell, and the top of the order right after that. So Zach Segal, if he can put himself on base, he represents that tying run, and Reback is going to be a hard guy to get out. Quick conversation between the catcher, Duncan Hewitt, and now he's done, and he's going to go back. The 0-1. That one's going to hit the strike zone. Now he's behind 0-2, 1 out. 3-2 ball game here at Herr-Baker Field. The 0-2 misses the strike zone. Count goes 1-2. This is a one-run ball game right here. And another time called by the pitcher, John Young. By my count, he's at 98. I believe he might be a little bit below that, maybe 95. And here's the 1-2 upcoming. Kicks and deals. Swung on, fouled back by Zach Segal. That one swung on, again fouled back. Count stays 1-2. Another 1-2, 1 out, nobody on. Zach Segal at the plate. That one swung on and missed, and so a big strikeout there. And now the Rockford Rivets are down to their last out. Brennan Reback at the plate represents it, and the crowd is some are getting on their feet here, as there's a very prideful man in front of me in a green shirt that was really trying to get riled up there. But now it's 0-0 versus Brennan Reback with 2 outs. He represents the tying run as well. Called strike there as he squared to bump but then pulled back. One swing of the bat, this game could be over. That one goes low, misses the zone. Count goes 1-1 now. And that is announced 100th pitch for John Young. 10 more, and he will be forced to leave the game after the next batter after that leaves. But will we get there? Swung on, fouled back. Now we're going to have a 1-2 count, and the crowd most likely will get to their feet here, and they will arise. A crowd of over 1,000 here at Herr-Baker Field trying to sweep the Rockford Rivets, not only in this series, but at home. A 1-2 with 2 outs coming. The crowd making noise. Brennan Reback fouls it back. Stays alive. 8 2/3 innings is how far Alex Kesterson made it against the Rockford Rivets. Before that, 110 pitch count rule forced him to leave the game. I assume you can't see the bullpen from the press box booth, but I'm assuming there's action going. That one goes high in the zone. Called ball by the home plate umpire. The crowd doesn't like it. Count goes even at 2-2 now with 2 outs. Very good eye for Brennan Reback. He has the Rockford Rivets single-season record for walks in a season. The 2-2 with 2 outs coming to Reback. Swung on, high fly ball to center field. Fentress will not move, and he will snag that one as it went right to him for out number 3 and a complete game for John Young, and they get the job done against the Rockford Rivets. These two teams, trust me, they don't have to wait too long to see each other. They will see each other in early June, or in early August. I mean, it'll be at home. The Rockford Rivets will see the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders for a home series on August 9th and 10th. That's a Thursday, Friday. Join us for that. Also, make sure to head down to Rivets Stadium tomorrow for a doubleheader against the Lakeshore Chinooks. 2 7-inning games. First one at 5:05. Second one will follow that. Then another one Friday night. It's Princess Night, 6:35 on Friday, July 20th. And then Kenosha comes to town on the 21st and 22nd. 21st is Mystery Envelope Night. The 22nd is Bark in the Park. The final score here is 3-2 in advantage of the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders over the Rockford Rivets. Again, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Scot Gladstone. For everybody at the Rockford Rivets, for the amazing hosts here in Fond du Lac, it's been a lovely time, but the Rivets fall 3-2. Have a good rest of your day. Get riveted, and we'll see you tomorrow night for the doubleheader versus Lakeshore. The Rivets with a chance to get 2.